Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Come on in, come on in. My name is Dr. Crystal Waters Porter from Majestic Professional Services, LLC in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And we are going to be on the topic of communicating effectively in a post-pandemic workplace. Hello, everyone. Come on in, come on in. Hi, hi. If you can, put your location in with your name. Thank you. Yes. Come on in. Come on in. I'm Dr. Crystal Waters Porter from Majestic Professional Services in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And we're going to be talking about the communicating effectively in the post-pandemic workplace. Come on in. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Hello. Hi. Hi. Well, we have Jean from San Bernardino, California, and Tara. Hi, Tara. Welcome from Greensboro, Georgia. Okay. All right. Yvette from Long Island, New York. Brian from Birmingham, Alabama, and Tim from Annapolis, Maryland. All right. Hi, Yolanda. Welcome. Come on in. Wow, she's from Sacramento, California. So we have the East Coast, we have the West Coast, we have down south, and we have up north. Okay, come on in. Hi, Lacey from New Haven, Connecticut. All right, Evelyn, Mississauga, Canada. Yes. Come on in, come on in. We're going to enjoy ourselves tonight. Hi, Dave from Provo, Utah. All right, we got the Mid-East. Come on, Eddie, coming in. We got the Midwest coming in also. We have, who's this? Myron from Fort Wayne, Indiana. And we have Kendra from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Hi, Millie from Fort Wayne. No, that's Fort Worth, Texas. Hi, Millie. Fort Worth, Texas. All right, Benjamin from Davenport, Iowa. Elizabeth is hailing in from Cincinnati, Ohio. Yes, yes. Come on in, everybody. Hi, Diane. She's coming from Tacoma, Washington. Okay. Yeah. Hi, Lanisha. Oh, wow. Mills City, Montana. Where's that near? Billings. Wow. Well, I'm Dr. Crystal Waters Porter. Thank you for coming into our class. And we're going to be talking on communicating effectively in a post pandemic workplace. I'm coming from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and the company I own is called Majestic Professional Services LLC. You can reach me at Dr. Crystal Waters Porter.com. Well, we do have an agenda. If you'll take a look at it for a few minutes, what is next will be finishing up with the welcome and then our expectations, and we will go into the content introduction and all. So if you can put in your chat while I go over my credentials with you, if you can put in the chat your expectations of this training. Thank you. The expectations of this training. Well, I have a doctorate in philosophy, religious research, and psychology from Freedom Bible College and Seminary. I earned that in May 2012. Um, and I also have a master's degree in theological studies. It's in pastoral care and Christian counseling and in counseling. I received that from a school named Palmer Theological Seminary, formerly known as Eastern Baptist Theological Seminary in the Philadelphia area. I also have my bachelor's of science degree, excuse me, of early childhood elementary education. My minor was in special education, and that is what I loved the most, mental health. I received it from Temple University in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Let me talk about my credentials real quick while you are getting everyone else getting set up and situated and all. I have national certifications as a crisis intervention specialist and a cognitive behavioral specialist, anger management specialist, and a domestic violence specialist and advocate. There are times that I go to court. I used to go to court for domestic violence victims, survivors. And I also do functional behavioral assessments where I will present the assessments to the courts as well as to the mental health courts for autistic children. Um, I didn't work too much with autistic adults, but someone will be considered adults because they were 18 and 19 years old, yet they were still in high school. And I am also a special Medicaid specialist. And a special Medicaid specialist is someone who helps someone get on Medicaid from the government. So I did that for quite a number of times, and I have the national certification in order to do that, and I have the Federal Aviation Administration certification as a flight attendant. Well-rounded as well as multi-degreed and multi-certified. Now we're going to go to the expectations. What do you hope to gain from this training? I asked you a few minutes ago if you will put it in the chat. So I'm going to read what your cohorts in our class um, stated about their expectations from this code. I'll read a couple of them. Go Brian from Birmingham, Alabama said that he hopes to be relevant to the roles and the responsibilities of his job. Well, Brian, you can rest assured communication is what everyone has to do in their job. My hope and my goal is to make sure that you are effective in your roles of communication, of what must be done in communication with your teammates and management. Okay. Well, thank you, Kendra. Kendra says that hers is having more time. How can we have more time from this class? Time management. Okay, I understand. In communication, the time management will come into play of how you communicate effectively with your teammates and management. And it's not that difficult. You'll get some nuggets, and I'm sure you'll be able to use them very quickly and easily. Thank you. All right. Lacey says she hopes that the trainer will be empathetic and helpful. I also hope that too, Lacey. My goal is only to inspire and to lift and hopefully be impacting to you as you take this class. And last but not least, let's go with Gene, who says that he hopes that this class is going, the content is going to be engaging and collaborative. I hope so. Also, I hope that your classmates will be able to share with each other, that y'all share with each other, that I won't be the only one just having to sit here and speak about it, but you will also give your thoughts and your opinions on the subjects, as well as I have no problem with you helping out with the giving us stories. And that's important because your stories make what I'm saying more effective in your workplace and what you do. For the most part, your expectations are warranted. I have all intentions on making sure that I give you nuggets to use in the workplace, but as well as your personal lives. It's extremely important that you use them. Communication. How do you communicate with your team members and your supervisors? Well, communication everyone uses because they're your thoughts and your feelings, as well as writing and speaking and active listening. Um, it's what we all do every single day to make sure that one person understands what the other is saying. It is a dialogue. It may be a group setting of conversation that is going on at the same time, but the end result is that it is engaging and that is interactive with everyone. The 10 communication skills, please read over them and point out one or two that is your favorite out of this. Mine is the friendliness. Number 4, friendliness. And number 5, confidence in what you're saying and how you're presenting yourself. Active listening is so important because you can listen to someone, but that doesn't mean that you're actively listening to them, because active listening is more of being engaging in what they're saying. Yes, nodding your head as well as repeating back to them sometimes and paraphrasing so that they can see that you're engaged in what they're saying, that is what they're saying is important, and that what you're hearing is what they said. So important, so important. Yes, number 8 is respect, and it is important in communicating. How do you respect somebody that is not of authority, but your teammates? Good question, Myron. Well, you have to be able to respect them just like you would want them to respect to hear what you have to say. That's where the listening attentively, active listening comes in, where you're listening and hearing and you're watching and you're observing what they're saying, how they're saying it, as well as you're being very engaging in what they're saying, interactive and hearing them and speaking back to them, and not over talking them. Yes, it is. Our hard skills, it is a skill. So some of the hard skills I recognize what you're saying, Kyle. Kyle is from Bangor, but Kyle says that he doesn't work so much with in customer service, but he works more with people outside of work. So there are some things that, well, your engagement will be with people who you're talking on the telephone with. I understand you're not in the office at all. The majority of the time, you're only submitting paperwork, but who you submit your paperwork to, the people that you do speak to from your office, that's very important also. It could be the clerks that you're speaking to. Okay, I understand. Yes, this those interpersonal skills, that's where we're at now. The interpersonal skills and communication are having the ability to handle conflict and to be a team worker and have active listening skills and a positive attitude. It's not about having an attitude of being angry, but it's having an attitude of positivity when you walk in the class into the office or wherever you are, in your being respectful of others and being conscious of others also. It's not being pessimistic or angry or mean and nasty. Yeah. Because it is a part of the handling conflict also, Yolanda. Yes, it really is, but you have to be able to handle it successfully.